The Detroit Lions win the game. Failed two-point conversion by the Colts and a failed onside kick. Lions win 27-26. In this video, we're going to talk about the winners and losers in this game. A lot to talk about. A lot of good play, some interesting play. We're going to get into all of it. But before we get into today's video, if you like having heart attacks, if you're a Detroit Lions fan, go ahead and subscribe to this channel because we took all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. And being a Lions fan, games always come down to the last second. Also, take that like button with you and get that bad boy to death. Let's get into today's Lions winners and losers. A lot to talk about here. We're going to start with the winners list because there's a crap ton of winners here in this game. First off, I got to say a massive shout out to the Detroit Lions defensive line regarding stopping the run and getting after the quarterback. Just a massive win. The Colts just could not run the football. That was an emphasis in this game, stopping the run, stopping the run. I think they only had around 30 yards rushing. They just couldn't do anything. The whole defensive line did a complete 180 from last week, getting destroyed on the ground to absolutely stopping the run game for the Indianapolis Colts. It's difficult to do, stopping a good team that can run the football and a pretty good offensive line. Look, I understand it's the Colts' second string, but it's our second, third strings as well. And you like to see the development and the growth from each player, and clearly they took note to what Dan Campbell is talking about regarding stopping the run. It was a big deal. Who is your biggest winner in this game? That's going to be the pinned comment for this video. Let me know your biggest winner in this game. You can put in, I don't know, a single player, a positional group, whatever you think is the biggest winner, let me know in the comment section. Malcolm Rodriguez is a winner on my list. Pretty good coverage there, good tackles. He actually did wrap up. Now, he wasn't in the game that long, but he was in there, and you can notice him. So, again, coming from a sixth-round rookie, doing what a lot of people kind of expected him to do well, but at the same time, he's doing better than the veterans, and so it's good to see. It's good to see, he's going to make mistakes here and there, and that's just simply going to happen. But to me, he's a winner because he did better. He did good more than he did bad, for sure. Offensive line, I thought the offensive line did a pretty good job in this game. Backup offensive line, Stenberg showed out. I thought that, he's been having bad practices, but in this game, he was doing a good job. The holes for the run game was immense. We talk about hashtag smash the hole. They were definitely doing that in this game. Massive shout out to the offensive line. There were some mistakes that happened. Tim Boyle did get sacked here and there, but that was later in the game. Really good job from backups because the backups I thought last week didn't do that great. Much improvement from them here. A lot of good running game here. First, Craig Reynolds did good when he was in there for the Detroit Lions. Expected. I'm going to throw his name in there. Godwin Igwebuike. He did not fumble the football. He showed his speed. This running back competition is heating up for that final spot. And a guy who I think is a massive winner is Justin Jackson. His speed out of nowhere did a phenomenal job for the Detroit Lions in this game. He found the hole, was patient, and just had the speed going to a different level. I think Jamar Jefferson is not making this team. It's going to go down to Jackson or Godwin Igwebuike, but I love what I saw from Jackson. Just his speed was phenomenal. It was eye-catching from me looking at this running game. Massive shout out to him. Chris Board, linebacker, had a good game. Good block. We actually seen his name. That's something I was really paying attention to. What other linebacker can show up for the Lions? He was really it. He was the guy that you actually could hear from. So shout out to Chris Board for making some good plays. Alexander. Now this guy was doing kick returns. He may have made the team here. 65-yard kick returner followed by a 45-yard kick return, and he did good on offense catching the football. Alexander, this guy just came out of nowhere. Diamond in the rough. Phenomenal game for him. Again, this wide receiver position is heating up. Absolutely. And when you can have a guy that can do special teams like Alexander, it helps him make the roster. And he was very impressive on those kick returns. Very fast. Long strides, long legs. He was finding the holes on special teams, and he just hit it. There was no thinking about it. It was decisive, big-time runs. Really made a good impression for me, so shout out to Alexander. Defensive line pass rush. Holy smokes, the pass rush was much better this week. They dominated, I felt like, with the defensive line. Austin Bryant, defensive player of the game. 2 sacks in this game. Absolutely dominant. Pressures. You can see his size, length, arm strength, everything. He's made this team. Austin Bryant is taking that next step you want to see from him. He made a big step last year, and he made a pretty giant step so far this year. Now, he's dominated practice against the Colts all week, and he showed it again in this preseason game. Let me know in the comments section, do you want to see Austin Bryant make this team? Y for yes and N for no. Let me know in the comments section. Mine is absolutely a massive Y for sure. Tight end Zylstra's fighting in there. He had some good catches as well. You know, shout out to him. I don't know if he's going to make the team, but he did everything he could in this game to make the team. I don't know if he does, but again, let's talk about David Blough and Tim Boyle. Tim Boyle did good in this game. He had 2 good drives, no turnovers. He was patient in the pocket. He overthrew 1 pass for a touchdown. Other than that, it wasn't bad. He was good in just being patient and doing his reads. He was patient this time. It's something that we generally don't see from him. He likes to overthrow. And that final drive for the Detroit Lions, that final touchdown drive, was a massive victory. Man, Ben Johnson called a good game here. Now, one play Ben Johnson I couldn't believe did. It was before the half. He ran the football that led to 3 seconds on the clock. That was a terrible decision. But other than that, the pass and run game was mixed. You didn't really know what they're going to do. Really good job. That's what you want to see from an offensive coordinator. And Tim Boyle commanded that third string offense for the Lions in this game. David Blough did all right. Now, he threw an interception. He threw it to good coverage. He shouldn't have done that in the middle. That resulted into the ball flying up near, getting an interception. Also, there was a fumble on the handoff. It now recovered. I couldn't really tell if it was Blough's fault or Jackson's fault, but that did occur in this game. I think Tim Boyle had the better performance from the quarterback position. From what I saw, he did have the better performance. Not much flags in this game. You know, shout out to the Lions players, the coaching staff for this, because generally when you talk about third and second stringers, you're going to get flags, a lot of substitution. They looked more sound. Not bad. I mean, there's some flags with holding. Other than that, it was a clean game. You want to see the Lions get better regarding these flags. Tom Kennedy, 2 touchdowns in this game. I think he's going to make the team as a wide receiver. It just depends, you know, if they want to have that Alexander as a wide receiver / kick returner. But again, 2 touchdowns. Tom Kennedy continues to be impressive in preseason. He is good at he's not great at everything, but he's really good. You know, he's not the fastest guy in the world, but he finds the hole. He's got Spider-Man hands. Really good from Tom Kennedy. So shout out to TKO. Let's talk about losers now. The secondary was a massive loser in this game. They were just getting shredded. And it was big empty holes defensively in the back end. It didn't matter what quarterback was in there, whether it was Foles, whether it was Ellinger, whether it was their 4th-string guy. They were finding the holes, and they were shredding the Lions secondary. Poor play. Again, these are backups. It's still concerning because you want to see the secondary play well. There is battles taking place. And it was absolutely atrocious to me. Especially with the defensive line playing as good as they did. You would think that the secondary could play better, but they did not. They played poor. Siebert missed a 55-yard field goal. It was wide right. You know, he's battling with Patterson to make this team. You can't miss a 55-yarder. I know it's a long field goal, but everything counts when you're having this. The Blough fumble, now this is 2 weeks in a row. He fumbled the last week for us to lose the game, and the fumble at the snap. Again, I think I put both of them together, the running back and the quarterback, on that one. That was not good. Pimpleton, he had some good moments and some bad moments, but the reason I put him a loser on here is because the other wide receivers played great, and he had some drops. He had some good catches, but he did have some drops. He's going against Kennedy. He's going against now Alexander. You know, he's going against Trinity Benson. You can't drop. And I think he may have lost on this team. I think this game secured him not making the 53-man roster, and that sucks. I do like the guy. Hopefully he makes the practice squad, but it does look like he is now probably not making the football team. Overall, it was a really good game. It was a fun game. It started off slow, but it picked up, and the Lions finished. They finished with a long drive at the end, and they did not allow the 2-point conversion, again, by the defensive line with their pass rush. And, of course, Tom Kennedy receiving the ball in the onside kick. So, overall, it was good. It was a fun game. It was good to see some of these battles and see who's going to win. In the upcoming videos, we got videos dropping every single day. Make sure you hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and like this bad boy. We're going to have fun, folks. We're going to have fun. With that said, folks, adios.